A player receives an update from his representative. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. The player is informed that he is being sent back down to Double-A ball. Sometimes the road to the show can be a long and winding one. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. Holding a healthy but not insurmountable divisional lead, this young team is urged not to allow a lapse in intensity. A minor leaguer hears from his agent. Any chance young players get to acquire some postseason experience, being in a hole in a minor league playoff series means an opportunity to teach young men about facing adversity. Spring training has come again, and major leaguers begin the process of readying themselves for the challenges of another long season.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Billy Franchise is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
So stepping in, Peter Moyne. He will lead this one off today. Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. It's been a promising the new year as they've taken 3 of the first 4 contests.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Yelich. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Frank Mortero, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And that one stayed up a little high. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Trejo is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. more often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you...
It's way. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him. Digging in now for the Brewers, number 36. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Is there, and he's out trying to take second. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. 2-0 to the Brewers center fielder.
No strike.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now the 2-1 pitch is strike two, swinging. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. The bouncer to the left side. Russell's got it. Throw gets him, 2 down. Set to get his day started, Rich Rosario. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do, because you're hitting in front of the pitcher, not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Yelich is under it, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no run. The next Cub up, Billy Franchise, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line drive to left. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from 3rd.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
But listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
A flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Back here on the north side at Wrigley Field as we get a look at Cloudgate, or the Bean as it's commonly referred to. 3rd inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. And he he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Down and away, ball one. Count is 1-2 now. Moyne aboard here at first with nobody out. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game series.
No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Drilled right back up the middle. Barehanded for 1. Back to first, but he heard the footsteps that time, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. Digging in for his second at-bat, Frank Mortero. He drew a walk his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. The bouncer up the middle. Russell has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're down 2-0. Digging in to try it again, Carson Trejo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Cruz facing back to the track, to the wall, and this one is gone. A home run. In now, number 36.
Now batting, number
as he grounds one briskly to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Next for Milwaukee, Delman Duff. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Lifted in the air out to right. Cruz is there. 2 down. At the plate, Rich Rosario. He reached on a single in his first try.
Rosario.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Russell ranging to his right. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first. The pitcher, Billy Franchise, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's set, and the pitch. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And that's the second out. Ready for another chance? Brandon Woodruff. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
This is hit softly to third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Peter Moyne. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And there are 2 away now. Striding in, Dansby Swanson.
Third baseman, number 7, Dansby Swanson.
Now here's the pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson. Now the 2-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Brewers shortstop ahead with a 3-1 count. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score holds. It's 3-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Damian Ladd. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Damian Ladd.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Frank Mortero. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Frank Mortero.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Pulled toward right center field. Happ is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the 2nd out. Striding in once again, Carson Trejo, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to left. But this is going to hang up there just long enough to be taken in on the Ready for another shot now. Billy Franchise. He successfully laid down a sack bunt in his last plate appearance. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Perez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Runners off for second. Strike taken, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second. Ready once again, number 36. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Up around the face.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
He's set. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. In for a strike. It's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
One early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. He's at the knees and called strike 3. So striding forward now, Rich Rosario. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
2-0 now. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get fouled. 2-1. The 2-1 in the air down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you use.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And the run will score from second as they cut it to 1 at 3-2 now.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early, putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. The Cubbies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Felipe Villarreal. are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport. Venerable Billy Franchise gets handed the ball for the fourth and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, D-Row, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
Orlando Uribe is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Kyle Schwarber. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Sliced hard, but foul to the left.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Fouled away. Count remains full.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Palacios. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Colin Moran is on deck. Full count still. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now a swing and a little pop-up here right behind home plate. And no one will get this one.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Ball even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Line drive to center field. Happ is there. 2 gone. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is camped under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Brett Phillips will bat next. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. And it's a 2-2 count to Brett Phillips. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's another 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another try at 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. So you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And a neck-high fastball that time. Ball 3.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Way out in front.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. He pulls this one into right. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Hey, guys, he's got to feel good about that right there. You know, you're not expecting much on the offensive side. He said to heck with that. He find barrel right there. That was a bullet for a base hit.
Gary Lovett is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. Swinging a soft liner in there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Boy, his pitch count is really...
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Pirates strand a couple. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. The pitcher, Billy Franchise, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a flare out toward right center. Uribe sprinting after it. He can't get to it. This one's down. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Coming to the plate now, Julio Velasquez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. There goes the runner. Ripped on the ground to first. Step on the bag for one, but one's all they get as the run scores.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Addison Russell. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Russell.
Now a spin and a throw back to second. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. Now the runner breaks for the plate. And he is lucky to be able to scamper back to third as he's in safely. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D. Well, runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Schwarber looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Yelich is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance, Willie Palacios. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates first baseman. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Happ racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So stepping in, Colin Moran hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. Moran, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that in. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Billy Franchise. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground. Arcia has it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high.
No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it. And enough.
Popped him up. Caratini has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. Digging in to try it again, Nick Turley. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Lovett, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a hard liner, but foul. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says the third base umpire Patrick Johnson. It's ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Cruz on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on. Ready for another shot now, Orlando Uribe. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Opposite field to left. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. And this will find its way out near the 355 sign. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Here comes the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Hit back up the middle. Russell's got it, and that's the first out. Digging in once again, Willie Palacios, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Back up the middle. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Moran. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
1-1 pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now.
Wow, that was a deep. Your opposite hand and opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Ready once again, Billy Franchise. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Cruz at second with 2 down. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Outside, 3-0 now. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Tapper up the line. Moran comes up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Josh Bragg is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 6.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. Stepping in, number 12. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch coming. Here it is.
Number 12.
Lifted the other way to left center. Yelich is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. Looking at the stats, he's hitting over 400 versus right-handed pitching this season. He's obviously facing a right-hander on the mound today, so guys, he could have a real impact on this game.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. First baseline. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. The throw into second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone!
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Here comes the first pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit hard down the left field line. But this will be foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss. This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and it's a foul ball. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great. Up next from Miami, Boog Powell. He's ready for his first at-bat out of this early season contest. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. The 1-1 is offered out of the zone and missed.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are two away. Ready now for the Marlins, Bruce Maxwell. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Cruz looks up, and it's gone.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
High pop-up. Rizzo is under it, and that retires the side. The next Cub up, Billy Franchise, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Digging in, the switch hitter, number 12. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. Striding in once again, Robert Jernigan. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Again, he sends it out of play.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. Get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out. So striding in, Nori Yamamoto. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Gregory Polanco, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cruz is after it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Miami, but they're on top. Digging in, Lewis Brinson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Hit the other way out toward right field. Cruz is there to put it away for out number 1. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell.
The left fielder, number 3, Boog Powell.
First delivery to him on the way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now, 1-2. Got him on the good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Renato Nunez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. 0-1, here it comes. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
There's a shot out to right center field. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. Runner in scoring position with two. Grounded to first. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. So in now for Chicago, Billy Franchise comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Breaking ball's in for a strike. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a...
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Dave Wood. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hit out towards second. 2 is left. Ngope. And there's 1 away. Into the box now, number 12. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. The pitcher can't be too mad.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 on its way. And it's 1-1. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And that misses. 2-1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the... Nori Yamamoto will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Ngope shading to his right, makes the play, 1 away. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. And a fastball just a bit high. A ball and a strike.
The count's 1-1.
Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Down the line. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. Throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. Curveball stays a little high that time.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Cruz is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Polanco stands at second with 2 gone. Count now a ball and a strike. outside, 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Liner towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time. And here's Renato Nunez. 1 for 2 with a double on his line. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, Dero, that's a tough play for any first baseman. You're trying to hold that runner on. 4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A manager checks in with his ball club. Coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. A player's agent calls to touch base. This team's pitchers are being challenged to ask more of themselves. A disappointing notice is given. This player's visit to the show was short-lived. He will return to AAA and rejoin the line of players waiting to be called up to the big stage. A pitcher is confronted with a less than stellar stat. A manager checks in with his ball club. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A pitching coach offers reassurance to a pitcher who's been knocked around a bit lately.
Good job.
With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping. Late in the season and holding a comfortable division lead, a young team is cautioned not to let up.
job right there.
Playoff situations in the minors are invaluable opportunities to teach young players. Having split the first two in an extended series, the emphasis is on grabbing the upper hand in Game 3. Having earned a chance to compete for a league championship, these young competitors have needing 3 straight wins to remain alive in a postseason series. This manager tries to focus his team on today's task. With the arrival of another spring, teams gather to gear up for a brand new season.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
A ball and a strike now. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. Set to get his day started, Dwight Smith Jr. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 30, Tyler.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Smith leads off first with one away. This is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. Coming to the plate now, Winston Terry. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. No balls and one strike. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. The 1-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. One left for the Tribe. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Three and one.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
3-2 to the Indian center fielder. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats.
If I'm on the mound and a guy gets a hack off on me like that and crushes a breaking ball down the line, kind of note to self, I'm not going there again.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Just missing here, 2-0.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Nobody out, runner on first. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. In now for Cleveland, J.D. Davis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hit softly on the ground. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Striding in for the Indians, Gus Jones. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Little pop-up off toward the first base side. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Into the box now, the Indians pitcher, number 68, as he'll get his campaign at the plate started right here. No balls and a strike to count. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Right here, he's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching.
Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. A couple of walks, but no damage. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Digging in to try it again, David Alvarado. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Alvarado.
First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Kelly is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 1. Ready for another chance? Dwight Smith Jr. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
And he takes this one high, 1-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
And there's a base hit, and the Tribe are going to strike first in this one. It's 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Long throw to third. And he's safe.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
0-1 the count. Called strike 0-2.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Here it comes, 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Happ is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Cleveland's out in front. Leading off the inning, Billy Franchise, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch coming, here it is. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
A fastball that he's way out in front of, a swing and a miss. Three and two now. And he misses with it, ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
The batter, number 9.
The next Cub up, Brian Langford. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, a double play. Stepping up to the plate, J.D. Davis, as we begin the top of the 4th. First delivery to him on the way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gus Jones. He's 0 for 1 thus far. There's one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Striding in once again, number 68 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive.
Hey, it's one thing to give up a hit to a pitcher right here. You can live with that, but an American League pitcher, a guy who probably takes BP 10 days out of the year, this is surprising. He's going to have to bear down on the mound.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Digging in and looking for more, Dwight Smith Jr. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Looped out toward third. And a wild throw there as he tried for the backhand, but it got right by him. Digging in once again, Winston Terry. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Naquin, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Smoked the other way. High and deep to left. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will make it around as he gets in there at third on what was a terrible throw. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Cole. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now.
Ready once again, Francisco Lindor. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Popped him up. And this is going to work out for him. It's a base hit. He'll get it into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger. He certainly... he can change his approach and battle up.
Kelly has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs. Dwayne Wood will be summoned off. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Indians led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Number 68.
A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his makeup.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the... Stepping in, Elmer Cedeno. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. Strike. Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
I'm set with the 0-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Next for the Mets, Andres Encarnacion, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Line drive base hit. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, Dero, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down. Fouled off. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Missed with a slider.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not every
And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr.
And the catch is made right on top of the pitcher's mound.
Next up for New York, Geraldo Aponte. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. In there for strike 1.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Christian Yelich, former Gold Glove winner in 2014. Covers a ton of ground out there and don't test the arm.
Standing in, Corey Holden. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
3-1 to him now. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and grounded foul. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Coming to the plate now, Dennis Stark. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Elmer Cedeno. He reached on a single in his first try. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Holden at third, Garcia at second with 2 gone. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2-run hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box, Andres Encarnacion. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a curveball taken for strike 2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate is in time, and he's cut down. Welcome back to Daytime Baseball on the show from Citi Field. Thanks for joining us. So in now for Chicago, Billy Franchise, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-0. in one.
Let's play ball. 3 out. He's out.
Five to 1, the final total in today's game. The Metropolitans took the lead in the second inning.
A manager admonishes his pitching staff for giving away too many free bases.
MLB The Show. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of
and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Digging in now, Rafael Devers. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot down the line. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Right fielder.
Stepping in now, Dusty Terry, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Devers, the runner at first with 2 gone. 3-1 to the Cardinals left fielder.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Nope,
hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jorge Carvajal, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning
and it's fouled away. Just hung in there on that one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Happ over to his left. Makes the play. 1 away.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Swing and a little tapper. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Way outside. 1-2. Bottom of the second here with no score.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count. 2-0.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Kelly, base runner at first with 1 out. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So in now for Chicago, Billy Franchise. 9-1-2 due up. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And that one stayed up a little high. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front, even though he didn't pot commit on that one. It opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
The count now at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2. Brian Langford waits on deck. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a swing here as he flares this one over toward first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Harrison Bader. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Left fielder, Harrison Bader.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 4-1. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
3-0 to him now. The 3-0 pitch. 3-1 the count now. Ripped down the line, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away. Ready for another chance? Alfredo Aviles. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0. And another foul ball. The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty impressive. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 1-1 the count now. The 1-1. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 3 up. The next to bat for St. Louis, Dusty Terry. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Hit on the ground out to short. To his left, Langford throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's big Aaron Judge. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Redbirds are even now at 1 run apiece.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Fastball in there for a called strike. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the corner and slicing foul. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Popped him up. And that's going to land foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 1-2 now. Count still at 1-2. Carbajal leads off first with 1 away. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. A bouncer up the middle. To second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire. Digging in to try it again. Billy Franchise. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded to third. And quickly there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Cabrera. He singled his last time up. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Now he'll step off. Here it comes. And he takes strike. 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Thomas McDougal will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 29, Thomas McDougal.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Harrison Bader. He went down on strikes last time up. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking.
Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Standing in now, Alfredo Aviles. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So only 1 hit. Ready once again, Rafael Devers. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-0 is a heater in there for a strike. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Here comes the Chicago skipper now.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Doesn't get much better than this. Standing in, Bill Ponce. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit back up the middle, reined in. The second for 1 on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come?
Still 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Hit hard down the line. A dive, but it's by him down the line.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
Standing in, Tom Chavez. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. And for the second time in 2 innings here this afternoon, they bounced into a double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
In now, Miguel Fernandez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Fernandez has a batting line residing in the 230s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the... The pitcher, Billy Franchise, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First offering on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. And there's out number 2. Striding in for the Rockies, Rougned Odor. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So a good job there as he opens up the 3rd inning with a 2-base hit. And as we give you a look at the Rockies leaderboard, you can see his total there, currently 2nd best on the ball club. Now at the plate, Pat Valaika. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. Slider stayed too low, ball 2. Odor leads off second with nobody out. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Off the LED board and gone. Into the box now, Tom Galindo. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Calling for it, Gordon. 1 out. Digging in, Bill Holmes. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Drilled down the line. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Still only 1 out in the inning. Pulled toward right center field. Gordon moving in. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Stepping into the box, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now here's the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The 3-1 pitch. Inside, he misses. Ball 4. In is Jorge Soler. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Into the box, Ryan McMahon, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Two balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So it's on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. And that's going to tie our ball game as the runner scores from second to make it 3-3 now.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, Dero, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always want to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
Yelich is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Striding in once again, Miguel Fernandez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
This is hit the other way out toward left field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Here now the 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2. Hot shot down the line. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. It's a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Pat Valaika. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Fernandez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Tom Galindo swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Missed with a slider.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Langford is there, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1 through 3. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Bill Honks. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Ready for another shot now, Kevin Kiermaier. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. 2-0. Hit out towards second. To his left, Kelly. And that's the second out. In is Jorge Soler. A hit in 2 tries so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Happ scoops it up.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get 10 as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Roll?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single first.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Billy Franchise. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. From the stretch, fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Three runs, just 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit on the ground out to short. Honks fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Fernandez. He singled his last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Here's Rougned Odor now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 delivery. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Fernandez rounds 3rd and is digging for the plate. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 4-3 game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at 3rd, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Rob Zastryzny takes over on the mound.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself.
A manager checks in with his ball club. A player's agent calls to touch base. An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club. A pitcher who's been inefficient from the stretch of late is given a coach-up. A manager addresses his team about their recent slump. Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill sets. A young pitcher is called into his manager's office after a notable performance. A pitcher receives kudos from his coach after a memorable appearance. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill sets. A manager addresses his team before a pivotal series. Locked in a heated race late in the season, a team gets a pregame pep talk from their skipper. With the season's outcome coming down to a final series, a manager chooses his words carefully. A check-in call from a representative. Spring training is about knocking off the rust and getting ready to once again chase a title.